I'm not going to waste a lot of time. My name is Felipa, and I'm a regular person just like anybody else. I love learning, and I love books, and I love education and wisdom and sharing information. And it's so interesting to me, but earlier this year, I realized for as many books that I have read, I have never read the Bible. And I'm a very curious person. And so it kind of was an interesting contrast to kind of realize, okay, so you've read a lot of books, but you haven't read like the book or what's typically regarded as the book. And so I don't have a social media channel, or I've never had like a YouTube channel like this or anything like that. But I wanted to start recording this journey of reading the Bible just because it's such a big read and to share my perspective on it. I have a background in psychology and philosophy and in mental health and in sciences and medicine and a background in being human. And I think that we can learn a lot from each other. And not even I think, I know that we learn a lot from each other and from each other's perspectives. And that's been a really big thing for me this year, is that perspectives have resonated with me on a different level. And it might have to do something with aging or where I'm at in my life, but I thought I would be a hypocrite if I didn't share my perspectives and my knowledge with other people. Historically, I have been quite reserved and a private person, and so this is a new venture for me to share my thoughts with other people. Um, Within my work and within my life, I have had people, mention that I'm able to kind of decipher difficult material and that I'm able to teach others on how to simplify concepts, and that I do have some wisdom to share and that my perspectives are interesting. So this is a very new venture. Everybody is welcome. I hope you comment and, share your feedback, share your insights, ask me questions, ask me to clarify, give me your own thoughts so that we can collaborate and brainstorm and I can learn from you as well. Um, Try to keep as much of the, negativity and the hate and um, the unnecessary stuff out of the conversations. I think we all have a lot going on. We all have struggles. We all have um, the human experience, which in itself is not easy a lot of the time. So if we can keep this area and this community that's going to grow into something great, somewhat, um, you know, positive and forward thinking, and just constantly remind ourselves that we're here to learn from one another, to educate one another, and to remember that, somebody's opinion is just their opinion. It doesn't have to change how you think. It's not going to go pound on your door and force you to live your life differently. It's just an opinion, like a cloud floating by. So that's my little introduction about who I am, what this channel is going to be about, and it won't just be the Bible. I will also be reading A Course in Miracles, and a lot of other books and whatnot, and just sharing general wisdom. So, but it's interesting because um, the Bible and A Course in Miracles were some of the two of like the more bigger books that came across my desk this year. As you can see, kind of behind me, I'm an avid reader. That's just part of my bookshelf. Yeah, so I'm very excited to keep learning more about myself, about the world, about people, and sharing that knowledge with one another, because the way that the technological advances are going right now, I've seen it within myself, and I've seen it within friends and family and colleagues and just general society. People are seemingly connected online, but clearly disconnected in person. We're not mindful as much, or as grateful as much, or as present as much. I think that's really a big one for me that I've been working on, is a lot of stillness and presence, to be able to be grateful for what you have and to to really work on yourself and fortify everything that you are, because the stronger you are, the more you can take on anything else that happens in the world and anything else that you experience, because it all comes down to our minds. That's the single biggest thing that is our greatest source of creation and creativity, and the way that we interact with the world, the way that we interact with ourselves, and we then leave a ripple effect for everybody that comes afterwards and everybody that we come in contact with, everybody that shares our experience. So if you have any questions, I am an open book. Yes, I've mentioned I'm reserved and private, but I will happily answer any questions that you have. And otherwise, I welcome you to this channel and to this journey. What it's going to turn into, I have no idea. I don't really have a clear guideline of how this is going to go, other than the fact that I'm very curious to embark on it and just learn. Very interested and passionate about sharing my takeaways and my introspections and contemplations and reflections with everybody else. Very curious to hear feedback and other people's thoughts so I can expand my own mind, and just to endeavor to learn and be curious, and to read the book every single day. That's the biggest commitment, is for me to wake up sometime before 5 a.m. and to follow along with the guideline of the back of the Bible, which gives you certain sections to read every day. So yeah, this is my first Bible, and I am very fortunate that I've had a wonderful friend, a new friend, who's actually customized it for me. And oh my goodness, so it's this big, and yeah, it says, "Let all that you do be done in love," and in the back, "Let His Spirit carry you." So this is what we are embarking on. It's a very, very beautiful book, and I will be giving you a close-up of what it looks like and of all the sections that I'm reading, including the guideline or the annual 1-year reading plan and what that's going to look like. So stick around. We're going to be together for a whole year. It's really nice to meet you, and I'm so excited to see in everything that this is going to grow into, just in terms of wisdom and sharing knowledge and uplifting one another and bringing a bit more of that sense of calm and stillness and peace and serenity back into a lot of the hecticness that we experience in our lives. So this is one of the ways that I'm grounding myself, just by reading and going back into myself, and knowing that all the effort that I make to make myself better makes my world better, makes my life better, and creates that ripple effect to impact others in a positive and a loving way. And I hope that you will feel this here. So it's nice to meet you.